Hey, ladies and gents, this is Isdoiz here with a review of the Wal-Torr the Mad Cosmic Legions and Mythic Legions 2-pack, which was exclusive at Legions Con 2023. Here's a look at the package. Has a faction symbol for the Mythic Legions Cabal, Wal-Torr on the side here. Some wonderful art by Nate Barch. I especially love this. It's a obviously skeleton who has managed to transcend time and space and across the ages. You can read the bio there. Basically, I don't believe this is canon, but it says that there is a character by the name of Wal-Torr who raises the banner of the Cabal and then dies and then comes back to life and goes into the future, also, across time and space, waving the banner of the Cabal and saying Cabal above all and gathering together. And this is obviously a thinly veiled allusion to Wal-Torr, the fact that Wal-Torr Hagen started the Facebook group for called Mythic Legions Cabal, and then later the Four Horsemen decided that it was a wonderful place and they wanted it to be their official Facebook fan group page. And then I think he's since started Cosmic Cabal, Figura Obscura Cabal, maybe some other cabals, I don't know, but more fan groups. He also goes around to cons and stuff, giving people free t-shirts and just doing whatever he can to kind of promote the line. And so this is a richly deserved tribute, and people had been asking for it for a while. And I have to say, if you don't know anything about that, if you don't know anything about Mythic Legions, this is still just an awesome 2-pack. A set that you could get for $100 and well worth the price at Legions Con 2023, and tons of fan servicey elements in there for the Cabal members, which are what really makes the Cabal great. All the talented people who come together to celebrate Legions Con and who to celebrate Mythic Legions and customizing and all of that stuff. If you haven't joined it, you need to join it. It's the Cabal, Mythic Legions Cabal on Facebook group. But enough about that. Let's talk about these figures. I am blown away by how cool, especially this skeleton is. He is positively loaded for bear, and I think is a must get. He is, I guess, the early incarnation of Wal-Torr in the past. And there's just so many different really cool elements about this guy that I want to go very quickly and try to point out each one. First of all, a cool cape by Siegism. It's got a lot of wearing on the bottom, and I don't know what kind of schmutz this is, but looks like he's been dragging it through graveyards for a while. Then there is the quiver, which we've seen before. A lot of these elements we've seen before, but I don't remember any other figure being this loaded. Then there's the bow, so he works with a bow. Then there's this bag here, and I think that's a nod to Wal-Torr carrying out around goodies around conventions like stickers, t-shirts and stuff, and giving them out to people as a way to promote the line. There's also this cool dagger complete with sheath. So that comes out and goes in there. Some of this new tooling here on the armor. There's this cool blade. It's just it's kind of like, all the greatest hits put together in one place. I love this head and this helmet and the fact that those jaws are articulated. That looks exceptionally good. There's this gourd here that might confound people, but I believe it's a nod to somebody's father who carves up gourds, creating a gourd for Wal-Torr once as a thank you for, all the work that he does. I love the belt here. It's not, the new tooling with the new belts. I'm still trying to figure out how to best configure things because maybe this sword doesn't fit in there that well. But let's see here. It might just be me being dumb. Anyway, there's a place for everything and everything in its place. Everything in its place. The little gourd has a hook, so you can also hang that from the belt there. And I imagine that, Wal-Torr imbibes from that when he's enjoying his tacos or whatever. But yeah, the gourd is a nice little touch, and it's got a tiny, tiny little Mythic Legions Cabal emblem. And I love this. I love this emblem because it was done by Nate Barch. It's not a faction symbol per se, and I don't know that it's canon. Maybe it's canon now. But it's a symbol of the Cabal and everybody coming together as one, as fans, and behaving themselves and not being quite as toxic or even nearly as toxic as many of the other toy fan groups on the internet. That's, I think, what makes the Cabal special. Okay. Also, he gets an arrow so that he can knock it in its bow, right? So that's another extra. He gets this extra head, which is a scapular head, I believe. A very cool addition. I'm not sure why they threw in this extra head because it's... but I'm very glad that they did because I'm not going to take that. That head's more unique because it hasn't been reused as many times. This one's been on Scapular and Sir Gerard. Then you have, this is a cosmic. So I guess this cosmic skull head looking thing goes with the cosmic part of the figure. And let me show you that. Also, a nice little anachronism, sort of, is this Cabal t-shirt. It's getting of your Wal-Torr wearing that. Again, a really cool symbol by Nate Barch. Or, throwing it to his adoring fans at a convention. Whatever it takes, right, to promote the Cabal. That's what Wal-Torr does. Yeah, all over the country, going all over the country. So, he's got to have a banner. Again, this banner has the faction symbol, so very cool. It goes with all the other banners that we've gotten with Gothotropolis, I believe, as well as Mythic Legions. Sorry about that. So that's a nice addition. And then, if that wasn't enough, we get a cosmic figure. I don't know if this counts as a second. It's the same character, I guess, but a second version, like in the future. Love this, and the main reason I love this is I'm going to turn it into a Power Lord Atom Power custom. I've got some cool things up my sleeve for it, but the orange really is nice and reminiscent of Atom Power from Power Lords, even though I'm sure it had nothing to do with that. Then there's the clear dome. I'm not sure why a dead skeleton needs oxygen to survive, but, one of the many mysteries of mythos. I've also created a skeleton in space custom. One of the first things I did when I got cosmic, and who doesn't love skeletons in space? This skull also has an articulated jaw, very nicely painted. It's got this tube here that runs to the arm. It has this rifle and then this handgun who we've seen before, and we can also pop the tube in through the ports on the side of the either, I don't know if this is a laser rifle or space rifle or space gun, so he can have adventures and fight his way through. He also has the wrist blaster. We've seen all of these, but like I said, it's kind of like a greatest hits type thing where everything you want in a figure or all the favorite parts are included. It has this hologram of Cosmarium, which you can plug into a port, and so he can look at that to navigate his way around the galaxy. It has this shield, which once again has the Cosmic Cabal logo. Those are the rings of Cosmarium there. It's very reminiscent of the Mythic Legion's Cabal logo. It just has, instead of our world, it has, you know, all the rings in all the galaxies. So how cool is that? This is a very, very cool, like, kind of riot shield. So he can hold that as well. And there are multiple heads. Let me not forget these ubiquitous little plugs that are used to holster his weapon on his utility belt. And then we get this cosmic skull, which was the first teaser we saw of it in the desert. And it's very alien and very cool, kind of elongated backwards with these tendrils there. So you can pop that on Wal-Torr if you want, right? And then it also has this helmet, which is one of my favorites. Sort of a robotic helmet, reminiscent of the shape of a praying mantis in my eyes, with this clear a clear visor that covers some of the techno elements. So kind of a Cyclops robot. Let me show you a sneak peek of that custom that I'm going to ask somebody to paint up for me. As you look here at him with his robot head on. Check this out. It's Atom Power. Back when this is part of a 2-up. So back in the days when the Four Horsemen had the Atom Power line, and it was before digital sculpting, they used to create 2-ups because the Power Lords line was a tiny little line. And I got this because as a gift from the studio. And if I put him on there, probably with a little sticky tack, somebody paints him up, even though the head's a little tiny bit oversized, I will have my Atom Power custom. I have been waiting for that for a long time. This is made out of, it was cast out of resin. So a lot of us think fondly of and look back on the Atom Power line and wish it had continued longer. But now we have Cosmic Legion, so we get to see Eric's vision fulfilled. I think this is a nice addition, this 2-pack. Congratulations to Wal-Torr, and congratulations to the Four Horsemen for giving us this wonderful 2-pack. May the Cabal banner wave high forever. Cabal above all. Is to is. Signing out.